It's safe to say that nobody saw this trade coming. D Angelo Russell and Timothy Mozgov are traded to the Brooklyn Nets in exchange for Brook Lopez and the 27th overall pick. And while there were many aspects to this trade, there is most importantly one reason why the Lakers were willing to give up Russell, and it's a reason that I don't think people are really talking enough about. What's up guys, my name is Mark and let's jump right into it. Why did the Lakers trade D'Lo? Well, first and foremost, they wanted to hand the reins to Lonzo Ball. And while that makes sense, it's not that convincing of a reason. On paper, Russell and Lonzo would have no problems fitting together because like we saw in UCLA, Lonzo is a pass-first point guard that is willing to give other people shots. And D Angelo Russell played a lot of shooting guard last year anyway, spotting up for threes and playing off the ball. And on top of that, Jordan Clarkson has already said that he's comfortable playing the six-man role if that's what the team is gonna need. So the thing about fit isn't as big a reason as it's made to be. In today's league, you can never have enough guards and shooters and playmakers, and teams are playing three guards at the same time more and more anyways. So then there's dumping Timothy Mozgov's contract, which was probably the biggest reason for this move, as Brook Lopez will be a free agent after this next season, and the Lakers are obviously doing everything they can to make sure that they can get Paul George in 2018. This is a legitimate reason, but let's call it what it is. D Angelo Russell, the second overall pick of the 2015 draft, the guy that many thought was going to inherit Kobe's legacy, was used as a sweetener in a salary dump move by the Lakers. I've said in videos before that I like Brook Lopez, and I actually think he's a little underrated because no one really watches the Nets play. But in today's league, it's absurd to trade for a 29-year-old borderline all-star in exchange for a 21-year-old guard with as much potential as D Angelo Russell, even with the salary dump situation like we talked about. So again, we're gonna ask ourselves, why really did the Lakers trade away D'Lo? What really made the Lakers trade him away? And to answer this question, we're going to take it back to March of 2016, when the infamous Nick Young-Iggy Azalea incident happened. To recap, D'Angelo Russell and Nick Young were in a hotel room and Russell was recording Nick Young, who basically admitted he was cheating on then-fiancé Iggy Azalea. Obviously, this not only destroyed their relationship, but it also destroyed the team locker room atmosphere. But like Nick Young recently said, after a while, they eventually got over it. During that season, Lakers head coach Byron Scott removed D'Angelo Russell from the starting lineup and frequently benched him during crunch time, citing that Russell was lazy with the ball, but more importantly, did not know the playbook and was joking around and losing focus in practice. Fast forward to this season, and in a radio interview with LA Today, Byron Scott again criticized D'Angelo Russell's maturity by saying, quote, he has a lot of growing up to do. Now, throughout their rocky player-coach relationship, most of the LA media was on Russell's side, saying Byron Scott was too critical of a rookie and that D'Angelo Russell will grow up as time goes on. But then when Luke Walton during the season was asked about Russell's maturity, all he had to say was, he's growing up a little bit, maturing a little bit, which sounds more like, I just don't want to bash my team's future star, and not instead what people want to hear, which is, yeah, he actually is maturing. So then we fast forward to this year. D'Angelo Russell got traded, and of course, Lakers management had to answer a lot of questions on why they traded him. Magic Johnson, who was now the president of basketball operations, said, quote, what I needed was a leader. I needed somebody also that can make the other players better and also that players want to play with. Look, D'Angelo Russell is immensely talented. There was a reason why he was the second overall pick in the 2015 draft. I think he's great for modern day offenses, a guy that can play both off ball and on the ball. I love his quick release and his willingness to shoot, especially in big moments. And I think him and Jeremy Lin will be a surprisingly good backcourt in Brooklyn. But from everything we hear about him, he is not a leader. He's immature, he's too, quote, playful, and he doesn't take the game seriously enough, to the point where his work ethic has been brought into question by people within the Lakers organization. And hey, that's totally fine, because look, there's a lot of players that don't take the game as seriously as others. But if D'Angelo Russell wants to become the superstar that he was drafted to be, the next Kobe Bryant, the next great guard, or even an all-time great, he's going to need a lot of growing up to do, like Byron Scott said. Until then, he will never be what people expect him to be, and the Lakers will be justified for trading him away as a salary dump sweetener. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. A little bit quick one, just wanted to drop my big thought on the D'Angelo Russell trade. If you have any thoughts on D'Angelo Russell, anything I talked about, or just the trade in general, drop them down in the comment section below. If you're new to this channel, go ahead, check out some other videos. If you like what you see, subscribe so you don't miss out on other content like this. Otherwise, thank you for watching MDJ, where we talk everything NBA. See you next time.
Feeling kinda strange, feeling kinda off. Don't know what's really going on. I feel like something's up and I can only guess the cause. It doesn't matter when, doesn't matter where. Always hits me when I'm unprepared.